Welcome to another episode of You Had Me at Cheese, where my girlfriend, Venus, and myself, Eclipse, explore the many different aspects of the human experience. We are here with our selection of cheeses, and Venus has a glass of wine ready, so feel free to bring your favorite snack and join the party. Hey listener! I'm so excited you've joined us. Today's topic is porn. We're going to talk about our first personal experiences, how porn was introduced to us, our likes, our dislikes, and more. So stay tuned.
Hi, Eclipse.
Hey Venice! I am so excited.
Me too.
What are you excited about?
I am excited about the topic. I think most people have experience with porn in some shape or form.
Mm-hmm.
Whether they're looking at pictures where the people are still clothed, maybe they show some skin, and all the way to kinky, very kinky. And
Are you getting more excited?
yeah, I'm very excited. How are you feeling about it?
I am excited, but the truth is that I don't have a lot of experience with porn. By choice.
Interesting.
There are some complexities around what is ethical and what isn't.
For sure.
But I completely respect people's decision to participate in pornography or consume it. It really depends on the person and what their preference is.
Yeah.
Me not consuming pornography never came from a place of disgust. It simply came from a place of being disinterested. So, tell me, when was your first experience with porn and how old were you?
Good question. So a memory came to me, and I'm not sure if this is the first time, but it's one of the stronger ones, I would say. It was at my cousin's house for like a summer break, and I was there for a few weeks. And one day he showed me his parents' stash of VHS tapes.
Venus,
Yeah,
you're giving away your age.
it's okay.
So he showed you his stash. Well, his parents'
Yeah.
stash.
He's kind of like, oh, look what I found. He was interested to share it with someone. Don't remember if he ever looked at these before. Anyway, he put it on, and it was a porno movie. And this porno movie was very, very graphic.
Do tell.
Fully naked, having sex. If I remember correctly, it was like an orgy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can imagine being, at the time, about 7 or 8 years old.
I see.
And exposed to
Orgies.
orgies, yeah.
How old was your cousin?
I think he was 1 year older than I at the time.
Mm-hmm. Did you know what sex was?
Yeah, I think I had prior exposure to it.
In what way?
Like magazines.
Where did you find the magazines?
I'm not sure, but I do know there was a friend at one point which he introduced me to some of these magazines. I can't quite piece it together, but that memory with my cousin, that was like the first time being exposed to something quite like that, like full on naked, you know, all the sounds.
Do you remember what you felt?
Horny.
Did you know what that meant?
Honestly, yes and no. The body reacted. Only way I can explain it is there was some stimulation in the brain, I guess. Somewhere, something triggered, which caused that sensation of being aroused and wanting to touch myself down there.
Did you?
I believe so. Yeah.
What was your cousin doing?
I think he was doing the same thing. But I don't think this was the first time he watched these things, you know. So for him, he seemed quite in his element.
He knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing, yeah.
Have you ever talked about it after?
No. It was like an unspoken experience.
Are you still in touch?
It's been years, so not quite. it would have been interesting to bring it up to see if he remembers.
Did your parents know?
That's complicated.
Elaborate.
I'm not sure if I want to share. For some reason, I put on my auntie's
For some reason.
lace bodysuit. In that moment, I was
Venus.
hi.
For some reason.
Some reason,
We really don't know why.
yeah. And so we got caught by my grandma. And the grandma told our parents. So, yes, my parents knew what we were up to.
So that bodysuit,
Yeah.
describe it to me.
Full bodysuit, white, meshy. I think I was curious what it would feel like to put it on. And so I was aroused from this porno, not really understanding fully what's going on, but for some reason, I feel great. And I put this bodysuit on, and it felt nice.
And then you got caught.
Yeah, grandma was vacuuming, and she came into the room.
It wasn't very bright watching it while somebody is in the house.
Oh, no, yeah, that's a logical failure.
I mean,
it kind of escalated.
A different brain was on at the moment.
Yeah.
All right.
After
you watched that porn movie with your cousin, did that entice you to watch any more?
I don't think so. I don't think it created like a need or anything in me. I would say no. There wasn't like a drive to like find more or have that fix again in a way. But later in life, when I did get exposed to it by accident, by browsing the internet and seeing like, ads. So I'm, again, still a kid.
When you say a kid, how old are you?
12. So I'm 12 and browsing the net. Don't really know how to use a computer. Just kind of winging it. And I think it was like the ads that would come up with pretty women. And I think I clicked on one of those and went down some rabbit hole and found myself on like a softcore website of some kind. I remember seeing like pictures of like model. I guess at that point I wanted to come back to that website. When I did see it, and then later on, like next day or next week or whatever it was, I did want to kind of research more.
What were you researching?
Oh,
No, please tell me.
Need to see all the things and all the positions and all the outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there anything in particular that you were searching?
A good question. I don't know if I can remember. I definitely had like an attraction to sexy lingerie. That's something that I remember enjoying seeing.
In retrospect, do you think there was a part of you that was trying to figure out, do I want to be with this woman or do I want to be this woman?
Honestly, I don't know. I could see that connection as well and why you made it, and maybe.
I guess hindsight is 2020 and the answer is both.
Guess, yeah.
And I think for you, even today, lingerie is quite important.
Yeah. I enjoy it. I guess I always have.
Clearly.
I mean, on one of the episodes about me as a child, we talked about how my mom caught me with her bra.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
you were a repeat offender.
I was a repeat offender.
Yeah. Well, nowadays you have your own lingerie, so
I do.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It is yours, and you have quite a nice collection.
Thanks to you as well.
Yes, I do like to help.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we've heard a little bit about my first experience or exposure to pornography. What about you? When would you say you first became aware of this medium?
I think I knew it existed, but I had very little interest to the point of non-existent. So in some way, I was a late bloomer in terms of sexual development.
Mm-hmm.
In some ways, quite early, I guess.
Mm,
Depends on who you're asking.
sure, yeah. When would you say you were aware of pornography?
I think mid-teens-ish,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a little earlier. Do bear in mind, I come from a religious household.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So I was religious until the age of 12,
Mm.
and at the age of 12, I was still in a religious school. But I was exposed to some people outside of the school, and I think quite quickly I started to realize that there's this something that men in particular want.
Mm.
And I was forced into situations that I didn't want to participate in, but I kind of had to, or forced to, for that matter.
Would you say that was a turn off, pornography?
I don't think I connected pornography to that. I just had no interest in it.
Yeah.
I also had no interest in masturbating.
Yeah.
Like, it was just not a thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
I actually did not start masturbating until I was 21,
Mm-hmm.
which was very, very different than most of the people I know.
Mm.
Most of the people I know masturbate before they have sex.
Yeah.
Sometimes a very long time before they have sex.
Yeah.
For me, it was the other way around.
Mm. Interesting.
That's kind of what I mean by a late bloomer.
Yeah.
So I was aware of pornography and I was in relationships since my mid-teens, but I had no need, nor did I want to engage in pornography. As I said before, I completely respected people who did want to engage with it,
Mm.
but I just didn't have any interest in it.
Yeah.
And so time goes by, and when I was 18, I actually worked in a sex store.
Interesting. Tell us more. What were you doing?
I was just a salesperson.
What made you want to work there in the first place?
I guess I was just very sex positive,
Mm-hmm.
and I was keen on people enjoying their bodies in whatever way that meant.
Yeah.
Even though at that point I never actually tried a sex toy, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. Did that change your mind working there?
Nah, like, I tried one later on, but
I really love that. It's like, I'm here to work and encourage people to be free with their bodies. Like, that's so awesome.
yeah, I mean, in some ways I had a bit of experience because I was a sexual being and I was in relationships and stuff like that. At that point, I believe I was single,
Mm-hmm.
probably quite newly single.
Mm-hmm.
I met this person who owned the store through the BDSM community, and the person who initially was supposed to help me get the job, they decided not to because I never finished high school.
Oh.
Which was an interesting take, but it was like, well, I'm just going to ask the person directly, the owner.
Yeah.
And I got the job anyway.
There you go.
So I was quite keen on the job, and I was interested in learning about the products and other things. One of the services that the store provided was pornography rentals. At that point, I have not watched a porno movie in my life.
Interesting.
Not until one day, there were two guys and they came back to the store and they said, this movie isn't working.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, I don't know whether they were genuine or if it was a trick to see how I would react.
Interesting.
Because what happened was basically I put it in the DVD player and turned it on and it worked. And that was the first time that I've ever saw any part of a porno movie.
Interesting.
And I was like, cool, it works. Here you go. Just give it back to them. Did not pique my interest.
Mm.
It just didn't speak to me.
Yeah, that's okay.
I think the thing that I've always struggled with whenever I did watch porn, for whatever reason, it was mostly because somebody else wanted to watch it.
Yeah.
In my early 20s, I was seeing this guy. The sex was great. And I guess he wanted to introduce porn so we can watch it together, and that can be an exciting thing that we do together.
Interesting, yeah.
And I was like, all right, show me what you like. And it just doesn't turn me on because there's something about most of them that look so disingenuous.
You're not wrong.
And so that's kind of always been the thing, if it looks...
Would you say almost fake? Or that the acting is so bad you can tell?
That's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. I cannot, for the life of me, deal with bad acting.
And that's just in general.
Yeah. If we watch a movie and the acting is bad, I'm like, oh, like it almost does not matter how good the cinematography is, how great of a story it is. If the acting is bad, I'm like, just kill me now. I can't cope. I think, I was kind of okay watching it with him, watching the different things, but I wasn't getting into it. So we kind of chucked that idea. Later on, actually, this is like a journey through Eclipse's life with porn. Luckily, we don't have many stops. So a couple of years later, I was seeing this couple that lived down the street from me. And I was basically the third, but I was only with the woman.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, it's a thing. Normally, when I would join couples, the men would be like, meh. But the woman would be, yes, please.
Interesting.
I'm not quite sure why. I am pansexual, so it should work. But I just didn't see... I saw the men in these situations normally as like a buddy.
Funny.
But not somebody that I'm like,
Sexually kind of...
Nah.
Yeah.
There was none of that. But they were really sweet to me. They were trying to make their place a lot more comfortable for me, so I would stay more, which was really nice, but besides the point. And I remember one time they put on amateur porn. Now that was something else.
That turned you on?
A little bit.
Because it was genuine.
Yeah,
just people enjoying sex.
Yeah, not even. There was like one girl that was... I don't know how you would even call it. I don't really know what the terminology is, right? Because I don't watch these things. I don't look for these things. But I just remember she had this like suction dildo.
Interesting.
And she just put it somewhere and she was going at it. So it's just one girl and a dildo.
Yeah. And she's having fun.
And she's having fun. And I was like, cool, that's great.
Yeah.
But again, that's not something that I would go
out of your way to find.
Nah. So basically, I've dipped my toe into porn a number of times, but it just never became like a thing for me. It was just always something that I understood other people really like.
Yep.
As people say, most of my friends watch porn. I don't know about these days. I think these days there's like the ethical aspect of it.
You mean by being in relationship and...
Not only, just like simply the consumption of porn. There's some people that would consider it unethical to begin with. I think it's more complex than that. I don't think we can put everybody in the porn industry inside one box.
Oh no, definitely not.
And assume that they're all being exploited.
Sure. So ethical about the actual industry itself and how the people are treated.
Yeah. And then there's also what you mentioned. Is it considered cheating in a relationship? Which to that I would say depends on the relationship and what you agreed on and your views. But back then it wasn't as talked about in terms of is it ethical, is it not ethical? It was just assumed that people watch porn, especially men.
Also, it's interesting that you had sex first and then masturbated and then watched porn for the first time in a way. And so like nothing, like you had the sex first.
You had the thing.
You had the thing. You had the whole cake.
Yeah.
And then the little slivers later on didn't really cut the cheese.
No, really. I remember even saying to people, because I had people telling me that I need to masturbate.
That's interesting. Why? Did they ever explain that? Or did you ever question
to know yourself?
Oh.
It was really funny in a way because I think a lot of people... Look, I think masturbation is great.
Yeah.
If you feel like it, go for gold. Masturbation is a great tool to get to know yourself. For For example, if you have a person and they're in a relationship with somebody else and they don't masturbate ever, and their partner is unable to make them come, I think masturbation is a great tool.
Yeah.
Because you know what you feel inside your body.
Yeah.
And so it would make sense to me to say, maybe you could try and touch yourself. Maybe you could have your partner around you as you touch yourself and see what you feel, like have them hold your hand as you masturbate, stuff like that. I think it makes a lot of sense. However, when I was in my first serious relationship, I had 16 orgasms in a row. So I don't think I needed help. And then my next relationship, I had 18. That was like the max, and like that wasn't, every time. But I didn't really have any problem.
Yeah. Getting to that point.
No, I didn't. Yeah. I didn't have any problem having an orgasm or a few. And I was really enjoying the experiences that I was having. I just didn't have the need. I think people found it to be so bizarre that I wasn't masturbating because everybody does it.
Yeah, and again, it's just an assumption. Just like many other things about our lives. It is common, but not everybody does it.
Yeah, it is common. Not everybody, but most people do masturbate. Anyway, so the point is, yes, I did things a bit in reverse. I had sex first. I then watched porn accidentally, and only then did I masturbate for the first time. I think it's important to note that I was in very sex-positive environments.
Yeah, that makes a big difference.
Maybe a little too much in terms of how is it possible that you're not masturbating? I mean, just because you masturbate and most of your friends masturbate doesn't mean that I have to.
No.
And I did feel quite a bit of pressure. Didn't push me to do anything that I didn't want in that department. I was on my own and stuff. But
yeah,
I felt like people cared too deeply about whether I touch myself or not, which I found to be a bit odd.
Again, it's one of those social norms that kind of doesn't make sense. Just respect people as they know what's best for them generally. And so if they made a decision, then respect it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
First of all, yes. But I think sometimes it's not even about a decision.
Okay.
If I am going to masturbate, I will do it on my own terms in my own time. And that needs to be okay because nobody else is in it. It's just me.
Yeah.
When I feel like it, I will do it.
Yeah.
I will get consent and go ahead. Okay?
You will consent.
Clearly. But if I'm keen, then I'm keen. The point is, I don't know why people are so upset when somebody else doesn't masturbate. Find that a bit odd.
Me too.
I do think it sometimes was specifically older men.
Interesting.
Yeah.
To shift gears for a second, what do you think about OnlyFans, for example, where there are a lot of people who are participating in pornographic ways, showing their body and having sex and other kinks?
I think OnlyFans is interesting. I'm not an expert, but in my mind, you have a lot of autonomy in OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
You're self-employed.
You're self-employed. You create the boundaries and
you make the choice to create an OnlyFans, to participate. This doesn't mean that people are not going to make mistakes or push themselves to places that they shouldn't.
Yeah.
But you don't have somebody else above you telling you this is the thing that you're going to do. I do think that today there are porn companies that actually prioritize the well-being of their employees and them being happy and doing things that they like and engaging with colleagues that they enjoy working with.
Yeah.
And I find this fascinating and a great shift in the industry.
Yeah.
I think in the past it didn't really matter. It's kind of like, this is a dude, get ready and do the thing. I don't know.
No, I feel you. Like, I don't know what the porn industry is like today, but I think it's only natural progression that the well-being of your actor is the most important thing first. If they don't feel good, and
It shows.
it shows, exactly. It's not just about money.
No, but also I do think the sexiest thing is to see somebody enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
Like, actually, honest to God, just having a blast.
That's why the amateur porn really worked for you.
Yeah.
Because it was that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was simply somebody enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
There was no bells and whistles. That's why amateur porn really worked for me. Most of the porn that I've been exposed to was nothing but amateur. And that doesn't mean that it was good.
Sure.
A lot of times they had a concept clearly. The execution could have been anything between okay, pretty good, and absolute disaster. I remember specifically being exposed to something like Smurf porn, which is basically people covered in blue paint with white pointy hats and one red pointy hat. I think they were having sex standing like in the field or something. Like, what? I don't know.
Listener, if you're Googling right now, please share. What did you think?
Like, I don't know. We're talking probably 20 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, wow.
I don't know.
Very creative.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know if it was 20 years ago, but like approximately. So that was one of them. So I'm like, A for effort. What can I say?
100%.
I don't know why you had to take Smurfs and make it into a porn movie, but you do you. Okay?
I am sure they had fun.
I want to ask you.
Okay.
Did you have other instances where you watched porn as a part of a group or with more than just yourself?
There were one or two instances. And when we were visiting my country of origin, when I was around 16, which is Camelot, I reconnected with some of the friends there. And I found myself hanging out. We were in one of this person's house.
Were you literally hanging out?
I was not hanging out. There was someone hanging out, and that's okay. And
no shame.
No shame, honestly. And we sat around and we kind of just chatted. And next thing you know, the friend whose house this was puts on a porno. And at first, I wasn't sure what we were watching. I remember it looked bad. It was like a cheesy movie, and I was confused, you know. And it was basically two women, and they were having an altercation on these stairs. And next thing you know, one of them is on her knees, and the other one pulls out a giant strap-on.
I mean, that's one way of solving conflict. Next time we have a fight, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Okay. And yeah, so they just went to town and had good fun, and it was quite interesting. So yes, it was a group setting, but not one I chose to participate in. It just kind of happened.
So it wasn't an intentional porn watching.
No.
All right. My situations were different.
Okay, so tell me, how were they different?
Well, I remember there was one time where I was visiting a friend, a really good friend of mine, and he had a projector screen.
Nice.
Actually, no, he had a projector and he used the entire wall as a screen, and he had like really high ceilings.
Very nice.
I'm not sure that was the plan, but I guess we kind of talked about it and agreed to put porn on. I don't even remember what was the porn about. All I remember is that I gave commentary because I found it really funny. I don't think that's what they planned. That's just how I operate sometimes. If a movie isn't that interesting to me, I might just make it into a comedy in my head. And that's exactly what happened with the Final Destination movies.
Oh, yeah.
Those to me are hilarious.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
And that's exactly why they're good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think we ever watched porn together again.
Mm-hmm.
But another time, I was invited to... I can't quite recall how they addressed it in the event on Facebook, but it was basically a group of women watching porn. And apart from me, everyone brought their own porn to share.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Like,
that was like a lot.
that's kind of cool. Here's my favorite.
Yeah, basically.
Would love to share it with you.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was just a group of women and a bunch of porn movies. It was anything from catching your husband cheating with a girl and joining in, to hentai, to tentacles, to... I don't remember. It was just like so many different kinds of porn. I wasn't even aware that so many kinds existed. Can't tell you that anything spoke to me. Especially not the part with the husband cheating and joining in. I found that absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Not just because of the idea of like joining in, but the acting was just so bad. And the hentai, dude, you're censoring the important parts. I just couldn't.
You're not wrong. They blur it out.
I know.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I was just like so weirded out by it. I just don't get it. Like literally, this is what we are here for. I did like the fact that I think it was a guy dressed as a maid.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I can get behind.
Mm-hmm. Literally.
Yeah. But overall, it wasn't an experience that left me wanting more.
Just out of curiosity, how did you end up in this Facebook page, this group, this event?
The host was my friend.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It wasn't a random event that it was like, oh, everybody welcome.
Sure.
Bring your own porn.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm asking.
It was one of my friends who I really appreciate as a person. She's always been a great host. And yeah, that event was no different. I think she ended up making out with one of them, probably more. But great host. Great host.
Great host.
I think it was a really interesting idea. I think if I was actually into porn, that would have been something that maybe I would consider doing with other people. Because there's something about porn that society looks at it in a way that makes it feel shameful.
Yeah, 100%.
And I don't think it should be.
No.
Masturbation shouldn't be shameful.
Sure.
And watching porn shouldn't be shameful depending on how you do it.
Sure, there's a balance to things. If your life is deteriorating because you're addicted to porn, no.
Or if you're watching kiddie porn,
no.
Like,
yeah, big no on that.
We have limits.
Yes.
Okay, but
like a healthy consumption, whatever that looks like.
Yeah, but I think that idea was really good. And that way you get exposed to things. And also you get exposed to something that somebody else picked, that they're like, yes, I like this genre, but I particularly like this movie.
Yeah, right.
And so you get a better introduction. While if you were to, on your own, dive into the different options on the web, you might end up watching something that isn't actually that good, and that might put you off.
For sure, you're getting an expert pick from the get-go.
Honestly.
You're getting the creme de la creme.
Yeah.
So I have a question. In your porn journeys and the porn you've been exposed to, is there anything that kind of pull you off immediately?
Yep. If I look at something, like a particular act, and I've done this act before, and I know that what they're doing is not how you would actually do it, and that the only reason they're doing it that particular way is because it photographs better.
Right.
That puts me off immediately.
So it's basically just the fact that it's fake, like truly
it's fake. Okay.
Yeah.
It's basically the same as when you scroll through Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and you see a photo of food porn.
Oh.
And then you realize
AI.
Exactly. And all of a sudden, it's not as attractive anymore.
Yeah.
So that's the thing for me. If it looks fake,
I'm
not into it.
Yeah.
I'm into real people, real actions, real fun, real orgasms.
Mm-hmm.
If you're faking it, I'm not into it. But if you're actually coming, honestly, just the sound of it.
Yeah.
Just the sound of somebody coming can turn me on.
Yeah, same.
Completely. And I'm like, I'm up. And from my experience, which is very limited, but the two most notorious acts are when somebody is going down on someone with a vagina and pegging.
Mm-hmm.
For the life of me, I just don't get it. With oral sex, because they want you to be able to see the vagina itself, they only lick it with the very tip of the tongue.
Yeah.
I would probably kick your fucking head if you did that to me.
Well, the kind of porn that would turn me on when it does come to that way, eating a vagina, is the ones that are face deep in.
Yep.
And you're just hearing the sounds, you're hearing the enjoyment.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm with you. I get that.
Like, I understand the logic.
Mm-hmm.
It just tells me that it's fake. There's nothing in it. Because there's no way. Unless you are in such a state of arousal that basically blowing on your clit will make you pop.
I mean, some people are like that, I guess.
Sure. But no.
Why not pegging? To me, it's really sexy.
Well,
especially if it's a butt.
From what I've seen, they're not there to put in the work.
Yeah.
They are there to play with the dildo, to show how big the dildo is. Most of the dildo is not actually in your butthole. And to me, it's like the whole point is for that to be in that. And for you to move your fucking hips in a way that is pleasurable for your partner. If you're just moving and wiggling your dildo around, not that great. For some reason, they're also super soft, mostly.
They kind of bend around.
From what I've seen, and I just don't get it.
Yeah.
When I choose, I was about to say, when I choose a dildo for me to use, but normally I don't choose it on my own. But the bend is quite important to me.
100%.
It doesn't need to be insanely long. 9 inches would be good, but I don't want something that is floppy.
Yeah.
And I'm not here to play.
Also, thrusting with a really soft toy is difficult. And
well, they're not doing it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, it's bullshit.
Well, I think what we need to do is have a porn watching session together. Maybe I can show you some of my favorites.
I will be willing to engage.
And then, we'll revisit this in the future. And
sure. Let's see if you can find a porn that I actually like.
That would be amazing.
Sure.
Interesting question has come up for me.
Ask.
Do you think porn could be used for sexual education in some form? Or does it create unrealistic expectations?
I just don't think porn is what we should use for education. Maybe if you have like very curated porn.
Yeah, so imagine you have free reins as a sex educator to choose exactly, the kind of porn that you would want to educate people. And I guess it depends who you're educating. Are you educating teenagers or are you educating someone a bit older in their, it does depend who you're educating and what age, I guess.
Do you think that porn is a good tool for sexual education?
No, I don't think it is. I think it could be interesting and it might remove some stigma, but it is complicated.
So, is there anything that you've learned from this conversation?
I have learned what I already knew in a way.
Which is?
That you enjoy watching somebody who is having a genuinely good time and who is coming for real.
That is correct.
I did find a group porn event experience really interesting where people brought their own favorite porn movies. I think that's quite healthy in a way, you know? We are all human and we enjoy this aspect of our experience very much. And we should be able to share without feeling shame of having a different taste.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. What about you? Is there anything you would take away from this conversation or something that piqued your interest?
Well, I'm curious to see what porn you will share with me.
Okay.
And whether you will actually do it.
Challenge accepted.
All right.
All right.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye. We have reached the end of our episode and hope you have enjoyed your snack as well as our conversation. If you liked our podcast, we would truly love for you to leave a comment, rate our show, and share it with anyone who would benefit from our conversations. And if you didn't like our podcast, then don't worry about it.